Thank you very much for watching Channel Zero. So today's guest is Mr. Max von Schuler. Okay, and my name is Reiko, by the way. So Max, I want to ask you about your book. You wrote two books so far, right?
So far.
Right. So please tell me what kind of book did you write? From the first book you wrote.
The first
English
book is called
and Japanese,
right. It's written in English and Japanese. It's called "The Truth About Americans," and it basically describes the Japanese-American relationship from Commodore Perry until now.
Really, so pretty much interesting. It's like a Meiji Ishin type of book.
Through Meiji and a lot of World War II. And the second one is, if I can translate into English, would be how America trapped Japan. And this is about more World War II.
Right.
And, okay, ladies and gentlemen out there in internet land, the truth is that America did provoke and force Japan into attacking Pearl Harbor and World War II. America knew this. I've researched this subject for 46 years. A lot of people don't want to hear this because for Americans, America's our sacred, World War II is our sacred war. And we were right, and Nazi Germany and Japan were wrong. Well, it's a very complex subject. Nazi Germany and Japan were two different things. And by the way, my name, if you notice, von Schuler, is German.
Right.
I'm born in Chicago, but I am a German. My family has 500 years of history in Germany. And I'm proud of that and so forth. But Japan and Germany were two different things. So a lot of people are very ignorant about the war. 41 years ago, when I first came to Japan, I thought someday this would be a lot of trouble.
Well, Japanese people are very ignorant about, the war as well.
Right.
Because we taught pretty much different histories than real history.
Right.
And then I think it's the same thing happening in America too.
Right.
Many Americans are not actually taught and learned the real history of America as well as the real history of of the world, including Japan, especially about the Second World War. The way American taught that period of time's history, and pretty much different than real history.
Well, basically, the war is taught is taught as like a holy war. The United States saved the world from fascism, but Japan was not a fascist state. And I won't want to talk a lot about it. I'll do one thing: Japan is the only country.
They think Japan was a fussy country.
Japan is the only country that changed its leader in wartime. Tojo Hideki lost his job as prime minister after the Battle of Saipan. His strategy was a failure, and he was removed, and another prime minister put in. President Roosevelt had an election, but he won the election. Now, Adolf Hitler or Mussolini or Stalin in the Soviet Union, these guys would not be replaced. You could call it, well, communist or fascist. That's dictatorship. But Japan was not a dictatorship.
Right.
This is just one little fact. I've studied the subject deeply. And last year we had the 70th anniversary of ending of World War II. There was a lot of screaming about how bad Japan was and so forth. No, and that's why I wrote this book. Japan was not an evil country. No, sure, people were killed.
Wait a minute. So, you say that Japan was not an evil country, but is this how Americans?
Oh, sure. Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Told how Japan and Japanese are evil.
This is the basic idea of American World War II. Is Japan was an evil, bad country. Lost the war to America. America reformed Japan and made Japan into a good country.
Okay, so America had to teach bad Japanese how to behave and how to make a country based on democracy and blah blah blah.
This is how people are taught. The truth is much more complex.
So they think the Americans did the good things to Japan.
Yes.
Right.
Actually, no. First of all, there's really no good war. And I'm a former military man. I'm very proud of being in the Marine Corps. But there's really no good war. There's no good war. And every war has got horror and tragedy.
Right.
And World War II is the same. I think we have to understand this, and this is the truth. I'm not trying to be anti-American, but this is just the truth.
Okay, so Max, you hit a very good point. But most of the people in America don't think the way you think, right?
Right.
And then why they don't know the real history?
I think most people don't study history. They don't want to know. They take a
No, they want to know, but because they had to go to school and they are learning history.
Well, what's taught in school is basically that, and of course America has a certain thing. There's a certain thing called American exceptionalism. This is like it's almost American religion, that America is the greatest country in the world.
Center of the world.
Right. Now, let me say here, I don't think America is the greatest country in the world. I think America is one of several reasonable countries. I mean reasonable country, I mean like, well, Australia, New Zealand, France, Sweden. My mother was from Sweden. There's nothing wrong with Sweden, please. These countries, in Japan, of course, United States, if you're born in any of these countries, you have good chance for reasonable life. You can have a nice job, you can have a nice house, basically. The government is not too nasty. Other countries, well, I can name them, like if you're born in Albania, Albania is basically an anarchy state. Other places are really suffering from various things, wars or troubles or so forth, and if you're born there.
Okay.
So, I think that's what I'm trying to say.
All right.
I don't believe America's number one.
Right. But America created lots of great things as well, like technology point of view,
Yes.
or music like jazz, or good culture point of view. But and I have many good American friends, and they are very generous and then very intelligent, and they. But only one thing very much in common is they think that God made America,
Right.
and God blessed America, and America should be the world police or anyway
Well, but we always
supervisor
make a
to
mistake.
change the world in a way that American want the world to be.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
So how do you think about that? But I will ask you this question, take 3. Okay,
Right,
next.
okay.
All right. Thank you very much for watching it.